Yeah, good morning, guys. I think in the last class, let me find what we did. I think we completed CS, not completed, I think. Did we pick we have used only CSS and we did not, yeah, we need to pass the random, this thing, right? We need to pass the random flight details. Okay. So here the application is this. Right. Go to network. So when you click on find files, we need to select any one randomly. Okay. So if you see, each one is in a separate form data. Okay. So first we'll try to capture these details, flight details using CSS selector extractor. First let us we have to run once. Only here we are choosing. So here you'll get the response. In the response data, result.php, you got all the forms, right? So if I want to capture, this is what we are passing. Aer Lingus in the script, Aer Lingus 9696. So if you want to capture this using CSS selector extractor, you can, or we'll use this one also. But this one, right? So this is the form, right? So you can use this CSS platform. We'll see this is. So from here, I need to capture all these details. So here I'll put what is the form name. Name equal to, I'll put this, right? From here, I need to capture what? Input type. Okay. We observe everything within the tag name. Okay. If I just give the this tag name, see, this is the child to what? Okay, form. After that, you have TD. After that, TD started here ended. After that, you have input, right? So if I put TD, it will display all. Sorry, TD. right? Under TD, you have input type. Okay. So we have TD, right? Okay. So here it is displaying, see, whatever thing under this form, this one, Aer lingus, this is what it's displaying. I want to capture only these three. Okay. So here and if I put here input, you have this all these things hidden type in under input. What else you have? These things. You can see first one is input type submit class. This one. Where is input type? Yeah. Okay. And next one is, but I want to capture what? Only these fields. Okay. Here I want to put type equal to hidden. Okay. Now it is capturing. So these thing, if I want to capture in our Jmeter, you can cross check the same thing in our Jmeter. Okay. The same thing we'll check here. Let me copy the same thing. I put the same, click on test. Here I have to capture what? Value. So see here it is working, right? And here if you sometimes if you don't get the results, just change this to JOR. Just change the library. Click on test, it will work. So if I don't put value, it won't capture anything. Okay, what I want to capture here, I want to capture the value. Right here, if I put value, it will capture all these five. Okay, so here out of these five, I just need these three. Okay, I just need these three. I need to pass in place of this one. So how do I capture only these three? Okay. Okay. So let's come back. So for which request we are doing this? Find files, right? Here. So I will add a post processor of type what? CSS selector extractor. Here, this is our expression, which is working one. I'll put here flight details, flight underscore details CSS variable name. If I don't select here which one is working? JOD is working. JSOP is not working. So you need to search JOD. How do you know? First we'll test here. So it is specific to Jmeter only. No, JSOP if it is not working, you have given everything proper, but still if it is not working, just change it to JOD, then it will work. Now here I'm adding the name expression. If I want to capture all, attribute is what? Value. Right? If I don't want to capture random one, I want to capture first three. How do I capture only the first three? I want only the first three. Here I can put -1. -1 means it will capture all, right? Now out of this, I want to pass only first three. How do I pass? Say here, where is dummy supper here? Let me put it here. So here I'm capturing all. I want to pass only the first three. Then what are the first three? First one is flight number, price, airline name. So I want to, in place of flight number, how do I pass? If I say this one, it will not take, it should pass all, right? But if I want to capture only the first one, then just put _1. _3. So this one pick the first, second, third. If you want, we can cross check how this is working. The debug channel proceed. 1 means this one, 2 means this one, 3 means this one. 4, 5 anyway we are passing the randomly. You can see flight number, price, air lingus, right? So here flight details. Yeah, I'm capturing flight number. Those things I can pass it here. In place of flight 9696, what I need to put? This one, _1. Then price. Then airline name _3. Right? Now if I run this, here it is passing flight number, price, airline. But if I run for multiple times, it should pick different airline, different price, right? But what is happening here, every time when I run, it is capturing the same price, same airline. So there is no difference, right? Instead of doing, I can put the same old thing. This is not I want. What I want is when I run for multiple times, every time it should pick different details. First time it should pick this one, or it can be pick this one, or sometimes it should pick this one. So let us assume there are like 100 different airlines. So every time it should pick some random one like this, or random this one. But what is happening every time it is picking only this one. This is not the wanted, right? Then how do we capture random one here? To capture random one, first we need to capture what we are passing, that we need to understand. Okay, so here, how I'm capturing the details, like using CSS. This is the expression, right? JSOF is not working favored. When I say value, it is displaying the value. So here, what I'm passing here, if I'm passing AL969, that's why it is capturing only this AL961 details. Yeah, only these details. So instead of this, if I pass this one, now it is capturing the only that details. Now the details are changed, you see. Now it is United Airlines instead of Aer Lingus. If I want to capture the details of Virgin Airways, here I need to pass this. This is your airline number. Right? It is capturing different. So this also should be dynamically changing every time. We cannot do hard code. So here actually we hard coded the airline name. Now, how do I make sure that this should be also be changing every time when I run? Then only I can capture the different airlines, right? You understood the concept, right? So in this expression, actually, we have capturing the details of only all of this form only. So here you have multiple forms, right? So here you have multiple forms. This is one form. This is one form. What I want to capture is I want to capture the random these three details. This one randomly I want to capture. How can I capture randomly? If I capture this randomly, I can capture these details randomly. Okay. So there are 5 different. In real time, there could be 50 different airlines or 100. I don't want to pick only one. Randomly, I need to pick the airline details. What we can do here, instead of passing the starting, every time this should be changing, right? Then only it will capture the random. So how do I capture, pass this randomly? That we'll see. First, we'll try to capture all the forms. Then we'll see all the airline numbers. Out of any airline, all the airlines, pick anyone randomly and pass. Like here. So how do I capture all the airlines? Again, I need to first run this once. This is different forms. So let me CSS selector tester. Here I want to capture only this name form or airline name. All airline names I want to capture. How do you capture? I'll just put here form. Okay. Let's say test. I got all 5 forms. Okay, in the value, I'll just put attribute. What I want to capture, name. That's it. I got all 5 names. I want only this, right? All 5 airline names. Out of this, any one airline names I'll pass randomly in here in place of this static number. I want to pass any of these airline numbers randomly. For that, first I need to capture all the form names, or you can call it as airline numbers. So we'll use the CSS only to capture all the airline. I'll give the name as airline underscore number. CSS. So this is working for JSON. So you can take this as a JSON, right? And expression is what? You already we tested. Just you need to say form val attribute is name. In Jmeter, without attribute won't work anything. So name, is it value or form name? Here, how do I capture random form? Just put 0 here. This will capture the random airline number. This airline number I need to pass it here in place of this hard coded one. How do I pass? So first I need to first this will be executed after this, right? First this should be executed. First you should capture all the airline numbers. Out of this random you should capture that random number. I need to pass here. How do I pass? Same. How do you pass any correlation value? The same way. How do you are passing this? The same way you will pass this airline number name in place of this AL969. This is like correlation within correlation, nested correlation. Okay, you captured one correlation value, that is you are passing into the another expression of the for another correlation variable. Now this will dynamically change now. Sometimes it will capture this one, this one, this one. So if you want, we'll put this here. Flight number, right? Now when you run, this will capture the random flight number. That flight number will be passed here. Then it will capture the random those details. We are putting select all. So these flight number, price, airline number will be picked for that particular airline number only. Now if I clear all, change back to text. Let me run this. Now if you see, flight number is what? VA12. So VA12 flight details are what? Virgin America, price 2760, flight number 12. If you want, we can cross check with the application. Now VA12, this one. Price is what? 765.32. Virgin America, flight number 12. These three only you'll be passing here in the script. Flight number 12, 765. Flight name is Virgin America. If I run for the second time, this time it may pick something else. Now it has picked Lufthansa airline. Earlier it picked what? Virgin America, now Lufthansa. Price is what? 23398. Flight number is 4346. You can say Lufthansa. 23398. Now it will never pick the wrong data. Even if I run for 100 times, every time it will pick the different. Since there are only 5, it may repeat the same thing, but it will not capture the wrong value. Let's see here. This is the Aer Lingus. And sorry. The first dummy sampler. Yeah, this is United Airlines. So every time it is picking different. You can say Lufthansa. Since there are only 5, it will try to pick out of these 5 only. So the same thing it will be passing here. You can see flight 43. So when we recorded, it was 9696. Now every time it is capturing not only random cities, it is capturing random airline details also. So now it will capture random city. On random city plus, it will capture any random airlines. So now this is like 100% real time, like production like behavior. Okay. So this is about CSS selector extractor. So we have another the same thing. I think we covered what all types of extractors. JSON I'll explain later. So we have covered boundary, regular, and CSS. After that, we have Xpath. Okay. Xpath is like, mostly developers will be using this Xpath selector extractor. So we'll also see how to use Xpath. If I want to use Xpath, you can use the same distinct platforms. Here, you have CSS, and this is for Xpath. So you can capture the same thing using Xpath also, but for that you need to mention the Xpath. So normally Xpath starts with like, you can check here in query. People who are already in automation, they know how to write the Xpath. Xpath has not mentioned regarding Xpath, I think here. This all this is the same thing. It will start with like, backslash. You just need to get the tag name. If I put, it will, instead of like, mentioning, it will, in the combination of backslashes, you'll use Xpath. I have another URL. I'll share you that. If you want to practice the Xpath, let me pick that. For Xpath tester, yeah, you can use this. Yeah, this one, this practicing just like CSS. For Xpath, we can use this. I'll put the same thing in the group. You need to save all these URLs. Okay. So here, so we can add. Right. So here, let us say same like your HTML data. Normally, if I want to extract anything using XPath, you have to mention this slashes. So it will start like same thing like parent, a root, then child, something like that. And if you want to check the syntax, I think they have given here the syntax also. Example, not this one. If you want to see the syntax and everything, they have given a link here. I think not here, right there, removed. Yeah, this is an example. This is for evaluation. Anyway, they have given how to extract using this. Okay. So for example, this is the XPath. Now I want to capture all actor elements, right? Then you need to just put first a root, then subroot, child, then subchild. You can copy this, you put it here, XPath, right? Backslash, this is the root. This library is not working here. Okay. Okay. We'll try here only, see. If I just select the root element, just backslash, with backslash you need to put. Let's say backslash root, it will capture what is the root element. Under root element, what all there, it will capture all. So let me put this here. Now he normally it works with what? XML content only, okay? Now here we need to, if I say one root. So it will display the value here. This is the Xpath results. Okay. So I want to capture, so select all actor elements, right? So here what is, this is the root. Under actors, you have actor, right? So if I say root backslash, this is case sensitive, I guess. Actors and backslash actor. Click on evaluate. Now it will display all the actor elements. Okay. So this will give all actor elements. Now I want to capture this actor. For each element, you have some ID, right? ID 1, 2, 3. So here they have given how to capture based on ID. So select the actor ID also you can select. If I want to select the last actor, okay. I want to select the last actor element. Then you can use this actor. See here, I can go one by one, or if I want to directly go to actor, you need to put double backslash. Okay, just remember this. Here, instead of going like this, if I just put double backslash actor, it will directly jump to act here. It will, these two will be escaped directly. It will come to here. Now you see, it will give all actors. Now what I want here, I want to capture the only last actor ID, right? This last one. I just put here last. Evaluate. Only the last one is captured, right? Like, let's see if I want to capture the value, right? Text value. So I can put here text. I want to capture only this Michael. Name of the actor, last actor name. So you need to put the text here. And so you want to select a singer, right? Let us say I'll put this line. Okay. I want to select an actor whose ID is 3. Okay. So here you have all the actors. I want to capture the actor whose ID is, let us say, 2. This one. So here you can put actor. You can use this one. If I want to use like this one, you can use this for JSON expression or this @ID equal to, you can put your number, like here if I put actor @ID equal to, I'll put 2. It should be in single quote. I am not giving any quote. Let us say it will work or not. Yeah, you can see Liam Neeson. This is the second one. Okay. Or you want to capture only the text, I can put text. Right. So